Hello, testing 1 2 3. Okay, we're back. Let's Paint TV. Thanks for being here. Uh, uh, okay, you're watching the program entitled Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Thanks again for being here. Another exciting program for you, possibly. We're working on that. Working hard at getting a good show, good program for you today. Our crack staff behind the scenes, making sure we provide the utmost quality for you each and every day. And one way to get going is to drink coffee. That might start the equation, the discussion. Start the discussion that we may or may not have on painting. Or whatever is on your mind. There's the number 818-528-4516. I will be hopefully running, and I don't know about painting, but I got my paints here. At some point I will get into a faster paced mode of thought, but as of this moment, we have not much going for ourselves except for the perpetual movement of the word, of the diatribe, the continuum. So we have that. That is really what we like or don't like. What do you not like? What do you like? Can you like anything at all? I'm looking at this painting here. It each day, as we address whatever needs we have from this piece, this if you will, battle, each time it has a different turn. Maybe it's a turn for the worse, a turn for the better. How do we keep it fresh? I don't have the answer, but maybe we will conjure up a potential answer, potential scenario that we may that we all will feel comfortable with. And that is something that I think we all seek out, is a well, actually I don't think we all do seek that out, but for some of us we do seek out a compatibility or compatibility. Combat, either or. We'll take either one. The combat aspect of the possibilities, that is entirely possible. The don't always shape up to our own likings, to our as you can see, I'm just kind of going on, flying, not even flying. I can't even get started here. It's funny how that works, how that you, or at least it's funny in my mind. But that is something that I am aware of. Anyway, you're watching Let's Paint TV, and before you, we have a painting. It is talking to me, and just a quick sum up of what's going on here. And what is going on here is a maybe a mess, a jambalaya, a potpourri of possibilities, and maybe that either that has enough resistance, structure. it might have enough wings to it might have some legs to actually get going in terms of it being of vital interest or of interest, that one may say, yeah. Bongo, thank you for, yes, new haircut. It's my Matt Lauer haircut. When you get to our middle-aged life, you realize there's not much hair there, so you might as well just cut it short. Okay, or that's what Matt Lauer does, and anything that Matt Lauer does, I do. I noticed Jerry Seinfeld has the same. I happened to see him on Letterman the other night. Jerry Seinfeld, and we've talked about this before, about not having about humor and about funny, and how if you are not struggling or striving or in the thralls of the funny, of the battle of funny, of what is funny or being funny, then and you've maybe made a career of that, such as Jerry Seinfeld, such as Steve Martin, you come to a time and place, Eddie Murphy, you come to a time and place from because of all the success of your funny, you start to lose your edge. You lose your funny. You lose your funny. You get a little rusty. You still have it in you, but you are on a different hemisphere. You are on a different level, and as such, you are both demanded by the public to stay funny. And so the pressure's on you, and yet you have a hard time sustaining that for various reasons. But mainly, I'd say, is that you have gotten comfortable from your success, and you don't necessarily go. You're not out there towing the line, battling. You're not in movement. You're not the well-oiled comedian that you were years ago. And I say that because I noticed the other night Jerry Seinfeld was on Letterman, and he came out really stiff, no funny, no funny. And maybe it was ultimately it was probably just the delivery. The joke was potentially there, I guess, because of all people, he's able to make a joke out of nothing, and so he had the nothing, because but he didn't deliver the funny. But what I noticed was towards the end, as he got a little more warmed up, I got a chuckle. I got a little chuckle. I got a little funny. And then as he was talking to Letterman in the chair, he was a little more funny. So kind of like this show. The funny comes up later on. At the beginning, no funny, and not that that's our intent here. That's not our intent. But I'm just, I guess, but he has the short hairdo, as I'm sporting, along with Matt Lauer. Okay, 818-528-4516 is the program. That is not the program, not the name of the program. It's Let's Paint TV. That is the name. As the coffee starts to ventriculate through my veins, my pores, we will start the treadmill here. We will take your calls here right after these important messages. I would suppose his web show is probably good. I could only imagine it is. I guess my point is that if you're not in, if you're a little rusty at what you're doing, and then you're asked to do something, there's a good chance it's not going to be you're going to be a little off, and I think that's what I picked up. Now maybe I had a stomach ache when I watched it. I wasn't feeling good in my own. I was not receptive to the funny, but I could tell also that it didn't seem like there was too many people laughing either. And I'm just saying it is the rust, the lack of the continuum, the lack of movement, really makes matters worse. At sometimes make things a little more difficult. Not to say that one should not, or that one should just always be afraid of that and never stop, because then you'll get cobwebs and not be able to bust through the potentially or at least the unbearable, unpenetrable platform of the platypus in the Galapagos Islands. That you should not let that stop us, and because of that, just it is what it is. It is what it is. Though I suspect I do have a little of that in me, fear of relaxing maybe, or disappearing, and then wanting, being able to come back, and how would that play, or how does it play? Though it doesn't matter so much for me, because I am not of the I'm not in that success mode. So my whole operation is based on sort of failure or the experiment. So So really, I can do this. I can easily disappear or change up and fail miserably, not be funny, which is really not my intent, but apparently can be perceived as funny. So I'll take that. But I think it's a little harder when you are in sort of the bigger spectrum of celebrity sorts. The demand is high. So disappointment is basically becomes your friend. You have to look at it that way. The disappointing your fans, disappointing yourself, you're going to have to come to grasp with that. Where I suspect, in my case, I'm already doing that, as you can see right now. So it doesn't really matter. In my case, we are an experiment. That's exactly what life really should be. It is not about the perfection. It is not about as much as I complain about the lack of funny from various people that have been funny before. You know, that's all the way it goes. That's how it has to be. That is life. That is life, and I shouldn't be so particular about that. Frankly, it's as they say somewhere, it's all good. It really is all. It's all. It is all. It is all. It's all good. All good. It's all good. It's all good. 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 As we're looking at this painting, I'm afraid that I don't know what to do with this painting now. Is it? Are we done? Are we done? Maybe we could just go bowling. Let's go bowling. Let's just forget about making any kind of art. Why are we in this? Why we bother? These are questions that we must grapple or gargle. Could be a new mouthwash. Why we even bother mouthwash, and so that when you gargle it, or maybe there'll be another statement kind of mouthwash. What are you gargling? I'm gargling. Why should I even care? All right, 818-528-4516 is the number. I'm happy to be here Monday. Somewhat happy. Possibly I'm happy. Happy. Hello. Happy in the house. Checking my emails. Okay, 818-528-4516. Let's get going here, I guess. I'm going to try to move my body through thick or thin. Let's get it started here. And maybe we'll get some painting here. Let me just do a little get warmed up. I suspect. Let's do that. Oh. All right, there we go. We're on. As you can see, I'm not terribly excited about moving. I'll just be real with you. I'm just being real with you. I am not. I'm not pulling any punches here. I'm not trying to bamboozle you with the reality that I'm in, which is a lazy mode, which is prevalent in my, I suspect, chemical makeup, my equilibrium, my manifesto. Inherently lazy, but I do find a way to get bust a move. I do get to bust a move at any given moment. It could happen. The busting the moves, it does happen, and I think it does happen by virtue of the continuum, the movements of our solar system, our personal solar system, our solar plex. Never been to the Cineplex. That was a big deal back in the day, the Cineplex. 818-528-4516 is the number. You're watching Let's Paint TV as we start the week off for this last week in September. We have a whole week of shows coming up, and on Friday we have a very special guest, M.Q. Schmidt, the famous for being on Tim and Eric's awesome show a few times, and running around naked in about a half dozen million or so videos, music videos, and independent movies. MQ Schmidt, and he's been on Let's Paint TV many times too. So the return of MQ Schmidt, that should be fun this Friday. Look for it if you can. If you're not doing anything else. By the way, guys, if you are doing something else, if you are busy with your life, I understand. I'm not going to hold it against you if you don't watch this program each and every day from 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Just because I'm not holding it against you. Just because I'm here doesn't mean you have to be here. This is not class. This is not mandatory. This is just, if you got nothing else to do, you're tired of watching Housewives from Orange County marathon on Bravo, and you're tired of watching CNN about the end of the world, ongoing end of the world news, then you can hang out with us. Though I was just watching a little bit of the Housewives of Orange County. Fascinating programming. Every once in a while, I gotta watch some of that stuff. I admit. Okay, 1.16 miles, 1.18 miles. Just turned it up here. Turned up the dial. Taking your call. There, that is the number. 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. If you care to call in, maybe you have a question. We can try to answer it for you in the creative field. Possibly, I am an expert on more so the multitasking applications that exist in our lives, that are available, and the ever exploding options within that are available that just keep multiplying endlessly and multitasking is really a viable way to continue with our lives. It is a well-functioning tool that we might need to. I think one needs to oil, or and not so. Olive oil. I gotta say, if you can, use a lot of olive oil. Extra virgin, apparently. Now, be careful with that extra virgin, because apparently people just say it's extra virgin, but when it's really not. So maybe check the source if you can. Try to do a little research on that. But yeah, extra virgin olive oil is the way to go. And there is some speculation, some paperwork, some literature. Dickens, Hemingway. There is some literature about the fact that that maybe you shouldn't cook with the extra virgin olive oil, and that maybe you should use coconut oil, which I don't like the taste of the coconut oil, but you could. Apparently, that has a higher rate, a heat rate, so that it somehow doesn't become a carcinogen of some sort. I guess there's a fear that the extra virgin olive oil is a carcinogen when you cook it on the fry pan. All those people in Italy have been poisoned. Let's get it back. That happens, the feed, but it's slightly manageable of late. We haven't had too much effort or trouble with our loss of feed, but we are feeding ourselves as best we can with food, food for thought. 818-528-4516, talking about painting, talking about cooking, talking about exercise, not so much, but we will talk about here on the program of Let's Paint TV. Glad you can watch the program. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Okay, taking your calls, 818-528-4516. 1.19 miles an hour. That is about as fast as a turtle, I suspect. Let's, or not, a fast turtle. And let's maybe see if we can get a little faster here. I don't really feel like doing it, but let's just do it anyway. Like I said, I'm not necessarily wanting to do much exercise right now, but I kind of feel like I should, or I'm going to kind of push myself, which again, I'm not certain I want to, but I will. And maybe it will jog my head, my memory. Does jogging jog your memory? Does it? When you jog, do you also jog your memory? I think you could. I think jogging jogs your memory. I don't know. There's something there. Somehow, I'm feeling that idea that might be a new thought of the day. Okay, man, I'm not really that excited about running. I shouldn't even bother, but something tells me that I could just do a little bit, and I guess I am. And maybe I'll get over it and start to feel better, but for some reason I'm not. Let's get a little water in us here. 818-528-4516 is the number. Feel free to call us here on the program, or not. Okay, we got a lot of stuff, exciting stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks here. Well, not this so much this week. Well, MQ Schmidt this Friday, of course, which is exciting. And then if you happen to be in Pasadena on October 10th, I'm going to be conducting the world's first painting census. The world's first painting census, October 10th. I'll be painting everybody that shows up to the Pasadena City College Art Gallery from 6 to 10, October 10th. Put that down in your books, guys. Be a part of history. get your portrait painted on a gigantic 6x8 canvas, and for the world to be, you know, so that then when you see it hanging in the museum, you can point to your children, to your grandchildren, to your loved ones, to your enemies, and say, look, that's me in the painting. I was thinking of a song. That's me in the whatever. You know that song? Na 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 na. That's me in the whatever. I don't even. See, I'm already feeling better, but I have not been able to joggle my brain. I have not been able to be on full. You know what it is? It's like you're not, all cylinders are not necessarily working all together, but they will. We'll get to a moment of cohesion, a unilateral consensus of thought that seems stupendous. Stupendous, is that a positive, or is that like being stupid? Stupendous. Somehow I think that's like an oxymoron or something, right? Or a catch-22. Stupendous. It seems more like, I'm pretty certain, I think, that stupendous is actually a good thing. But when you think about it, when you break it down, stupid, being stupid is not necessarily a positive. Oh, let's have a little more water in this. I haven't even had any. I said I was going to have some, and here you go. All right, 2.8. We're barely breaking a sweat here. Already halfway through the program. Boy. All right, and so anyway, we got this painting here. Again, we're kind of stuck. I'm kind of stuck in overdrive, and I'm not stuck in. I'm more stuck in reverse or in neutral. More so neutral. If we're going to find an analogy, a car experience driving analogy, it would be more so neutral, and the neutral aspect or the nucleus of our prognosis of the potential of the moment of the now. With this painting. Is can or will I do anything more with it, or do I just keep looking at it? I'm kind of in that perplexed mode of transportation, and something tells me that I should go further with it, at least a tad bit more, and yet. I think I'm being lazy on top of everything else, or I'm just sort of enjoying looking at it a tad bit. What I think I gotta move though. I gotta move, guys. I got a thought here, so maybe I might want to put that down and get that to work if possible. I think that might be what I should do. All right, so let's do that. 818-528-4516. All right, so the treadmill seemed to haphazardly possibly is doing its job in terms of getting me to get going, which is a classic example of proof in the pudding that one should sometimes just sort of move the structure somewhere, kick the can down the road is what I firmly believe can be actually a positive, as much as people love to use a saying such as that almost inherently or almost all the time as some sort of negative. Oh, you're just gonna kick the can down the road, are you? You're just gonna kick down so let me get this correct. You're just gonna kick the can down the road, are you?
for your children and grandchildren to suffer the consequences. You're just going to kick the can down the road. Well, yeah, I'm going to kick the can down the road because we can't figure the shit out right now. Let's kick the can down the road. Maybe our children, our grandchildren will figure this shit out then. Maybe there'll be new technologies. Maybe there'll be more money. Maybe whatever the fuck happens. Maybe shit would be figured out. Don't have to figure everything out now. Everyone wants to figure shit out now and get it all resolved. Look, let the shit happen and kick the can down the road. You feel me? You feel me, man? All right, 818-528-4516. Taking your calls. Looking for the first call of the day. First call of the day brought to you by... Okay, we don't have any sponsors for the program. But if we did, that person would be sponsoring the first call of the day. All right, 818-528-4516. So kick the can down the road sometimes is probably better than resolving everything. Everyone wants to resolve everything. Right here and now. Just kick the can down the road. Come on. It's all right. Things take time. Time heals everything. So kick the can down the road because, why? Because time heals everything. There you go. Now we just figured out how to dissolve or resolve this negative saying, slogan of sorts that is always shoved in our faces as if it's a negative. But when you throw in time heals everything, that's what you got to give them. Give it back to them, baby. Shove it back in their face. Say, time heals everything. Well, I think we should just kick the can. Oh, you just want to kick the can down the road, don't you? So you're saying that what you're proposing is that we should kick the can down the road? That is asinine. You are just loading the burden on our children and grandchildren and for generations to come. And what do you say? What do you say to them? Time heals everything. Back in your face, baby. All right, 3 miles an hour here. Cooking. Starting to percolate. Taking your calls. 818-528-4516. I don't know if I'm going to get to 2 miles here today. It doesn't look good because I really got a low T. I got a low T. I got a late start. But I'm back. I'm revving up, baby. I'm revving up. I'm hot under the collar. Hot under the collar. Heating up. All right, 3.5. There you go. Oh, I'm starting to get a little more. All cylinders are working. Okay, let me break out the paints. Let's do that. I want to just get a little move. Sometimes, you know, if you just break out the paints and just give one move, one little and that's all you did, sometimes that could be good enough. Is it good enough for you? It's good enough for me. All right, so now I'm procrastinating. And this is the hardest part, I always say, and that is getting the damn paint onto the palette. I don't know why it is, but I think it's partially painful because you have to dispense the paint that you know costs some money, and that is maybe the true issue here. You're thinking, geez, I'm just throwing money away here, which is. You start worrying about that, then it's all over. Probably one of the more better quotes that I've ever been told by my teacher in art school. I believe her name was Robin Vaccarino. She said, if you're going to worry about where you're storing your big ass paintings, then you're not going to be an artist. You can't worry about that. That's basically the gist of what she said, because that is this perplexing battle when we get involved in painting and we start making a bunch of big ass paintings because we want to. We wonder, well, where the hell are we going to store all these? You can't let that stop you. What the idea is, and I think there's a lot of truth to that, because things figure it down the road, guys. Kick the can down the road. Time heals everything. Okay, 818-528-4516. I'm running out of time here. That's what I'm doing. Okay. And I just want to make one move, if I can. Make a move, possibly. Okay, I'm just going to put some, I'm going to just work with some ultramarine blue and alizarin crimson here. I might be ruining what I got going on here. That's all right. That's all right. Let's get back up to speed here, and let's see if we can close the show with a bang. Uh, 818-528-4516 is the number here. Thanks again for being here. You know, if you want to support the program, you can by becoming a supporter of the arts, a patron of the arts. And I have that link there at letspainttv.com or there on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/letspainttv, patreon.com. For as little as $1 a month, you can help support this cause. Our ongoing, I think in art terms they call this durational. That's the term of late that is applied to art making projects that seem to go on and on and on and on and on. That probably should have stopped a long time ago, but they keep going. Durational. That's the word. Okay, so I got my brushes I got everything ready. I had no excuses except for just the fact that I was born, or I'm alive, or I'm dead on arrival, DOA. John Doe, dead on arrival, DOE, or A. Wait. What's the DOA mean? Oh, I get dead on arrival. Okay. DOE. Who's John Doe? DOE. I thought DOA. All right, whatever. Okay, we're going into all phases of possibilities here, which is great. Okay, let's get a little move on this painting here. It takes a while to get going, and we're going right, going good. And when the going's good, you got to question yourself, I guess, or I do. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe don't question yourself. Just keep going, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we should question. Got to question things. Oh my goodness. 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516 is the number. We are live. At least if you're watching this at 11:48 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on September 28th. We are live. Let's get some more water in us. Now I'm going to cancel out. I'm going to cancel out some of this red, and I'm going to give it a little more of a blue alizarin crimson feel. Kind of a black in a way, but not really. Just thought I needed to do that. But now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of too purpley. Let me see. I should get some green now. I might have some green over here. Let me see if I can find any green over here. Otherwise, I got to stop the damn treadmill again. There's some Terra Verte, which might work. What's this? This is all weird. I can't tell what this is either. All right, let's try some of this green. It's not the green that I would use, but it's going to have to be. We're not going to make the 2 mile our goal, but it's okay. It's all right, guys. I'm not going to get down on myself, you know? Oh. Okay, so just trying to figure out what should be done and wondering if I'm really just making things worse. And that's all right if it becomes that. If we are just making things worse, that in itself is a somewhat potentially productive possibility. Let's just leave it at that. It's potentially not a bad. It can be okay scenario. It does not a negative. We can search things out here that explore, that maybe gets new dimensions, new ways of seeing, new ways of seeing. Okay, 3.5 miles. Just getting going here. And just a mile or so to go, or we've gone a mile already. I gotta say, I do like, even though I might be ruining what I've got going on here, I do like the energy from our movement. And so it's almost as if it doesn't matter. It's almost as if I'm an elephant painting, you know. It's all good, and I like that. I guess I kind of like that, sort of taking away the self-loathing aspects to creating by setting up parameters for, that free you from that existence. It's very liberating to impose these sort of, if you will, handicaps. Having said that, I'm still grappling with trying to make sense out of this too. So it's a back and forth kind of deal. 118 calories here, guys. Taking your calls here on the program. 818-528-4. 1-6-8-1-8-5-528-4516. Okay. So that's sort of the area of that's how we're treading. We're treading on water in terms of thought. Possibly, maybe it's totally against your own individual paradigms, and it should be. It should not be something that you subscribe to wholeheartedly. But I would say that maybe a nugget or two might have a indirect positive result in your chemical outbreak, zits, Dustin Hoffman. Okay, 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. Taking your calls here. I'm somewhat, yes, doing something that I might, I don't know. I guess I'm, perplexed with where to go, how to go with what we're doing here. But I'm open to the ridicule that might be pertaining to avail. I kind of see some birds here. I hate bringing that in because I don't want to allude to it. Okay. We're trying to not be too descriptive. This is strictly some sort of an emotional mess, and trying to avoid any kind of direct lineage to a representational thought, if you will. 136 calories, and let's get our distance here. 1.3. So believe it or not, after all our stumbling and fumbling, we are on a roll. A French roll, an onion roll. What kind of roll would you like? You want English muffin? You want some sourdough bread? You want wheat bread? Rye bread? Tell me what you want. What do you want? All right, so a little bit not so certain of where we are, and that's all right. I'm not an expert, guys, and by no means I am an expert at anything. I'm not an expert, really, and even in my life, I'm not an expert. I guess, though, we all are somehow. As long as we're still here, we are, and even if we weren't, we're still an expert. I mean, it's our life. It's your life. Do what I want to do. It's my life. It's my life, and I'll do what I want to do, right? Or it's your life. You do what you want to do. But by no means I am any kind of expert of making sense out of anything. But occasionally, I find a pinnacle peak of possibilities. I find a plethora of ingenuity. My knee's starting to hurt. It's not so much the knee, but some funky thing going on. All right, well, maybe we should just slow it down here. We're coming down to the end of the program anyway, so what did we do? We popped up the at least we popped up the color in terms of the darks. We brought in some darks here. 150 calories, and looks like we're going to slowly ease into 1.5 miles an hour, which is, we'll take that for today. It's Monday. Sometimes Monday's hard to get going. We got we busted out of the gate pretty good, I say. I'm pleasantly content, even though we did not reach a high rate negotiabilities in the subcontext of the prefects in the prefecture. There in Japan. 818-528-4516. Last minute here of the program. Without further ado, I just want to say thanks again. Have a wonderful day, rest of the day. We'll see you again tomorrow on Let's Paint TV. Don't forget, tell your friends that we're here. We're here to help. Take your calls, 818-528-4516. Feel free to be a patron of the arts. $1 a month, guys, $1 a month. That information there is on letspainttv.com. Also, buy a book, buy a painting, buy a t-shirt, and you can support the arts and Let's Paint TV that way. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. And I'll guess I'll fiddle more with this painting. Okay, bye-bye. 156 calories. 1.48 miles.